Thank you, Stephen. It's great to be here at Manfield Circuit, Chris Amon. A typical Manawatu day with the weather, but we've got an exciting race coming up. The reverse top 10 for the MX-5 Cup, the first round of their new summer series. And alongside me, I've got Andrew Waite, expert driver, here to provide some expert comments.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, some of these guys out here, they're driving pretty well. So, a few experts, I think, but I'll tell you what, this category just looks so much fun. These MX-5s, great car. It's a hell of a lot of fun, but I'm looking forward to the action out there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at the cars. So we've got the first generation. They're pretty much unmodified, apart from the roll cage and all the sort of safety modifications that you need to do. 1.6 litre naturally aspirated engine, a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's cool the fact that they're not heavily modified, the original cars. I've just put a roll cage in them, which keeps their reliability as well. So I think it just creates even better racing, makes it more affordable, something for everyone to get involved with.
Exactly, and using a road tyre as well. The Hankook road tyre keeps it nice and stuck on the ground, but also keeps the cost down, one tyre for the whole season.
Yeah, wow, and changing conditions as well. They get to run that same tyre, whether it's wet or whether it's dry, so that just takes one whole complication out of it, that it doesn't matter what the conditions. But still, these guys want to win, so they'll be looking at tyre pressures. Oh, do I need to raise my tyre pressures a bit more? Do I soften the car up? What do I do with the setup just to make it a bit better with these changing conditions? But actually looking up from our commentary position from here, I'm no weatherman, but it actually looks like the darkest of the clouds is going around us, and I'm sure everyone will be looking at that too, working out what they're going to do for this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. We see the cars now roll off the dummy grid and they'll take to the starters box. Like you say, that weather though, we see there's still a little bit of a breeze. You can see the flags there in the distance, the windmills over the hill there. We've been avoiding it so far today. Obviously we had a pretty bad run yesterday. Hopefully for this race at least it'll stay nice and dry and we can have some great reverse grid action.
Yeah, wow, reverse top 10 for this race. So we're going to see Justin Allen starting off the 10. So he's quite used to these reverse races. He's very, very fast in the Toyota 86 Championship, one of the title contenders at the moment. So he's used to being in this position where you're fast and then you're sort of stuck in the middle of the field. So I reckon expect some big things out of him in this race.
Absolutely, and of course Marco Beard as well, starting a little bit further back after that reverse grid race. And I've just been given some notes in the category, and bump drafting is mentioned all throughout there. They bump draft in MX-5, so NASCAR style, full, use the whole, the car in front of you creates to try and get that advantage. It's going to be wild.
Oh, for sure. And I think drafting is going to be a big thing around here because you've got those long straights and you've got to get off the corner as quick as you can. As we have a look at a bit of a grid here, Mike Greenfield starting out of P1 there. There's some punters enjoying their day. I'll tell you what, there's going to be plenty of action throughout the day. We've got the Castrol Tour from the regional race coming up later on, and especially with the way these conditions keep evolving, you never know what we're in for.
Yes, now let's take a look at that grid. Mike Greenfield will of course be starting on pole. Dennis Churcher alongside him in P2. Then we've got Dave Thompson in third, Oliver Sapson in fourth. Fifth will be Dean Evans, sixth Shane Hayer. Marco Baird will start in eighth with Dom Franson in seventh. Nick Cummings will start in ninth. 10th will be Justin Allen. 11th, Alex Corp. 12th, Chris Greening. 13th, Mark Smith. 14th will be Mike Dunn. And then Paul Holloway will start in 15th. Matt Dilley will start 16th, and Paul Greeny will round us out, start off the back of the grid in 17th position. So a great, very healthy grid here of the little MX-5s. It's going to be, I think, a fantastic race.
Oh yes it will. So they'll be coming around, lining up very shortly on the grid. Standing start for these guys. And yeah, look at the field. They're all warming their tyres up on those semi-slick sort of road tyre type of tyre. You don't have to worry as much, getting as much heat as you would with a slick tyre. But just keeps it very, very even for everybody.
So just quickly, Andrew, Mike Greenfield starting on pole, the reverse grid. Perhaps he knows he's not quite the fastest, but he's got the great advantage of starting at the front. What's going through his line now? What's the strategy?
At this stage, you just want to make sure you get off the line. He will be nervous. He's off pole in this race and a big field of cars. He will be super nervous to get it off the line here, but if he can do that, he just needs to get his head down and just focus on his own race and staying out front.
Well, there they are, the last of the cars lining up as we get the starting procedure underway. The calm before the MX-5 storm. Lights are going up, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights here at Manfield Circuit, Chris Amon, and we're away racing. And it's car number 35, Dennis Churcher, who's got the advantage over the pole sitter, Mike Greenfield, as they head down into turn 1.
Yeah, great start by him there, pulling over to the right-hand side. Is this what you want to do? You want to defend your line, but we can see there, Mike Greenfield coming back on him.
Yeah, great move from Mike Greenfield, sticking the nose in as Dennis Churcher runs a little bit wide. The angry pack now of MX-5s are going to head into Splash. They've got quite a gap straight away, those two front cars of Dennis Churcher and Mike Greenfield. Churcher goes down the inside, gets the advantage into Splash, but quickly already the third place car, Oliver Sapsford's caught up.
Yeah, big move there at the start of the race. Very, very hard to get the car stopped, but at this point, you really want to work on your exit, getting the car off the corner, as you got that bump drafting coming up very shortly, I'm sure.
Course 3, very long straights here at Manfield Circuit. Chris Amon creates plenty of opportunities for drafting, and in this case, bump drafting. Using the pole, you can see it there, the close up there, just as they come under brakes. 74, Mike Greenfield, trying to find a way past Churcher after starting alongside him on pole position.
So believe it or not, with these cars, setup is a really important thing. Because they don't have a lot of horsepower, you don't want a car that's going to have understeer. You don't want to be mid-corner trying to turn the car, because that's going to delay you getting onto throttle, and you get punished if you're slow onto the throttle in a low horsepower car. So these guys know it, but it's just great battles out there. As you can see them trying to stay off that curb on the outside there. Slippery, is still a little bit weird out there.
Exactly, and we're talking about the tyre. It's just a road tyre, so no fancy slicks or anything like that, but still great in the position. Here we go, 74, Mike Greenfield. He's going to look to go around the outside of Dennis Churcher into turn 1. Can't quite get in front of him, but runs alongside. As we see, Matt Dilley may have had a little bit of a moment here, but here's the battle for the lead. 35, Dennis Churcher leads Mike Greenfield, and then it's Justin Allen. He's already up there. He started from 10th place on the grid, and he's already into 3rd and fighting for the lead.
Big move by Justin there, trying to go up the inside into Splash. Didn't quite make it work. And then now, in this situation, Greenfield has to defend. He can't no longer focus on the battle up ahead. He's trying to defend his position. As you can see, Justin now on the outside, trying to make the switchback. Interesting move. He didn't stay on the outside. Maybe he missed a gear, because normally if you're on the outside, you'll stick there to try and get the crossover coming back out onto the next straight. But he's now on the outside. I reckon he must have missed a gear there the way he dropped back. But look at him working that outside line. Is he going to get pushed off the track? Just about there. Super slippery, as we know there's been rain.
Here we go. We might see the first of the bump drafting. Justin Allen eager to make his way from 10th on the grid up to the lead of the race. But this battle here, it's allowed 35, Dennis Churcher, to pull a few car lengths. You see Dean Evans try and go around the outside there of Sapsford. Not quite going to get the move done.
As we can see, the real bump drafting starting. A little bit of a tap as he comes onto the straight there. As he's going to make the move up the inside. Justin Allen pulling to the right-hand side of the track. Hard on the brakes, up the inside. And that is the move done. But can he get it stopped and get it turned to stop the switchback?
Gets around there, uses all the width of the track to get the move done. As they head into Splash now, fastest lap, Nick Cummings, a 1:26.644. Oh, a little bit of a lock up there for Justin, nothing too major, still gets it done. As we see car 77, David Thompson, make the move on Mark Hubert, the local boy. Been racing in this category for about 13 years, I think. He's won the title as well. He's certainly no slouch.
Interestingly enough, fastest lap there by Nick Cummings with a 26.6. Super fast out there, but that's that drafting, because he's sort of in that position where he's dropped one bunch and then now he's catching the next bunch. That's where he gained that lap time.
Justin Allen taking quite a high line there compared to everyone else. We see Sapsford going for the move on Greenfield. Greenfield was very narrow into the corner there. Still trying to, there we go, here's the draft though, tucking alongside. And in fact, Dean Evans in behind that little battle pack is going to get the effect of the double toe.
Yeah, as we can see that battle as well, as Nick Cummings has made the move up to 3rd place. We know he's very, very fast. He's doing a great job there. And this is where it's important for Justin to now try and make the move on Churcher, as we know how fast that Greenfield is. So if Greenfield gets onto the back of him, then he's got to go into that defending mode as well. So this is where Justin needs to make his move.
Here we go, around the outside. Is Justin going to be able to get it done? He just set the fastest lap of the race. He's hanging around the outside at turn 1.
Can he hold around the outside of Splash? Into Splash, next corner, big long right-hander, but the neck goes back to the left. But because it's a long way around, late on the brakes, they're going to be sideways all the way through here.
Great driving, a great display of racecraft from both of these drivers. And there's the third car joining in on the mix, Nick Cummings.
Exactly what I was talking about there. That's the thing now. Now Nick is in this battle as well. It just makes it even harder for Justin.
And hold on, here comes cars 4 and 5. Mike Greenfield and Dean Evans, they're battling up the front. It's slowing everyone down. They're not getting the effect of drafting off each other and pulling away like you'd see in perhaps Formula V or Formula Ford racing. They're actually holding each other up a wee bit, and it's making this a 5-car fight for the lead.
Yeah, it really is. And see, even in this situation now, Cummings is on the outside, so this gives Justin the inside line into the last corner. So all he needs to do here is sit in behind Churcher, and then it's race on. He can get up the inside and get that move done again. But Cummings also knows it, so he's going to try the big outside move. Is he going to pull it off?
So we lose pitches there. We watch, it is Dennis Churcher. Here
3
we go.
wide.
Wow. Big moves, Justin Allen, 2 wheels on the grass. He's got the inside line as they cross the line, 3 wide, into turn 1. 4 laps to go here at Manfield. Circuit Chris Amon, 4 wide. Round the outside, oh, a little bit of contact there. Dennis Churcher loses out on that one. Justin Allen goes to the lead. Dean Evans into second place. Here we go, the bump drafting into Splash.
Biggest loser out of all of that is car number 3 there. He's lost out quite a lot of positions there. What a shame for him, but it is not over yet. 4 laps to go. Cummings back into 4th place.
A fantastic racing here at Manfield, and there we go, Dean Evans with a little bit of a lock-up, trying to get the inside move. He's actually going to drop 2 spots better. Now Justin Allen's in front. Has he got a moment to control the race, do you think, or is there too much slipstreaming going on?
I think he's got a few dramas.
Oh, yes.
Last time out of that corner, he also struggled. I think there's something within the gear change. He's losing a lot of time there. Something's not quite right with his car, so he's certainly nursing something.
Oh, a little bit wide there for Dean Evans.
So a little bit of an inside as well. Apparently the engines move quite a lot on the mounts, and that's where they can jump out of gear. So maybe it's something like that that he's struggling with.
And of course we touched on the simplicity of the MX-5 racing. They don't do anything, they don't do their engines up. I mean, a lot of these guys have over 160,000 kilometres on the engine, which is incredible for a race car.
It really is. And then now look at his pace. Justin's got speed again, so it's just whatever's going on, because it will probably be a second gear corner, the hairpin in the middle of the track. So when he's going from 2nd to 3rd across the gate, that's where he's having issues. And I'd say around turn 1 here, they're most likely going to be in 3rd gear. But it's just that next gear change is where he's really struggling. Though at the same time, I just saw Justin go down for the gears, and so with a quick gear change on the exit, interesting one. Keep an eye on it.
Yep, this battle for the lead, 3 wide. Here we go. Through Splash now. 3 laps to go at Manfield Circuit Chris Amon. Dennis Churcher is leading the way. We've talked about Justin Allen a lot. He's doing a great job as he looks to go around the outside with Nick Cummings, car number 3, just staying put. We're all trying to work out where each other's strengths are, where the weaknesses are, where they're going to strike. It's kind of like a big game of strategy, high-speed game of chess here at Manfield Circuit Chris Amon, with the dramatic effect of the draft and the 3 long straights. Oh, big lock-up for 35, Dennis Churcher. Manages to keep it on the track though, but it'll give Justin Allen the inside line. However, Nick Cummings is going to have the draft.
Yeah, he's going to have the draft. I don't think Justin's quite far enough up ahead there, but that little lock-up shows that he's definitely under pressure.
Absolutely, and here's this great battle for the lead. Coming into the final corner, still Churcher leading the way, then Cummings, and then, of course, Justin Allen and Mike Greenfield. Sorry, Mark Hubert. It's Mark Hubert who's joined in on the challenge. So, the champion of the class, the elder statesman, 13 years here. So we've got a train of 3 cars going down the inside of Dennis Churcher. Nick Cummings takes the lead. And Justin Allen, is going to try and get on the inside, but he's going to be on the outside now for the switchback into Splash. Churcher will hold on to the spot. There's the crew looking on.
I think they're enjoying the racing just as much as us. This is fantastic.
Brilliant racing, yes, side-by-side, door-banging racing, bump drafting racing, the MX-5 Cup, part of the Super Sprint Motorsport New Zealand Championship, and Churcher.
Drama.
He's got a problem. He's got the hand in the air, so not quite sure what happened there. Possibly, doesn't look too good.
Yeah, some sort of issue that he's carrying there. The way he's got his hand in the air, it doesn't seem like a steering. If it was some steering sort of issue, he'd be fighting it down the straight, so maybe he's got some sort of engine drama that's being noticed. But let's take a look at the replay. Just here, not too much touching, and then they go back the switch of direction. Oh, reasonably hard hit there. I'm wondering. Yeah, interesting. So the mirror on the right-hand side maybe looked like it's been smashed off there, but interesting. It's obviously upset something for him to have to pull out of the race, which is a huge shame for him.
Yeah, that front left wheel or the tyre didn't look quite right. So anyway, here is the battle for the lead. Marco Beard. Oh no, car 31. Stuck on the infield there, not great.
So with all this going on, Nick Cummings has managed to get quite a bit of a lead with Justin in behind him. But yeah, what a battle pack it was. But unfortunately, all it's taken is one little moment and it's all fallen apart.
Yep, there's Dean Evans running a little bit wide. Car 105, Marco Braid, Mike Greenfield and behind. Then Dean Evans, the driven man. He's driven, trying to get to the front of the field. Alex Korb there. And Shane Hayter having a good battle. Just for the back end of the top 10. It's all sort of starting to simmer down now.
It is. I tell you what, that action during mid-race there, that was just full on. I've been on the edge of my seat the whole time. There's huge shame for Churcher there.
Yeah, there was a bit going on, and amongst all that, we're on to the last lap of the race now, and Cummings, he's got quite the lead.
Starting out at grid 9, not bad, off the reverse grid race there.
Yeah, brilliant effort from him. So watch them come down the straight for the final time. You can see the gap there to Justin Allen, who's having a great battle with Marco Beard for second place.
Justin having to defend his position here, knows his last lap, knows it's worth defending that position for one more time as he just goes up over the curve, coming up to the start-finish line.
And there it is, your race winner, Nick Cummings, taking quite a dominant win after all that late race drama. It'll be Justin Allen in second place with Marco Braid in third. Mike Greenfield, the pole sitter, will claim fourth place with Dean Evans in fifth. Great racing in the MX-5 class. You see the rest of the field come across the line. Still a few positions to be settled.
Let's have a look at the results. Nick Cummings taking the race win. Justin Allen in second place, just managing to hold on. Beard in third, Greenfield fourth, Dean Evans coming in fifth, Oliver Satford in sixth, David Thompson in seventh, Shane Hayter in eighth position, Alex Korb, followed by Franson.
In 11th place, Mark Smith. Then in 12th was Matt Dilly. Paul Holloway coming home in 13th. Mike Dunn in 14th. Dennis Churcher, unfortunately, with that issue, a lap down, 15th. Chris Greeny, the brothers, and Paul Greeny rounding out the field in 16th and 17th, respectively. Wow, Andrew, what a race that was.
I can't wait for the next one. With action like that was just fantastic. You know, this is a growing category, and I tell you what, that is just so much fun. The cost to go driving one of these things isn't a lot, but it's just creates great fun racing. Let's take a look at the highlights.
So here we go, the race start. Car 35, he got the better jump over the pole sitter. Now the pole sitter wasn't giving up. Down the inside to the lead, it was Mike Greenfield. You can see Justin Allen with a big move around the outside, trying to get all the way back from 10th on the grid, of course, in the reverse grid. It was throwing moves left, right and centre, looking to go around the inside there of the race leader at the time, Churcher. And then we had the 2-wide action, into the 3-wide action down the front straight, using the effect of the draft to really have that exciting racing. And then 4 wide into turn 1, Justin Allen and Churcher making a little bit of contact, and that potentially caused some of the dramas that we saw with Churcher later on in the race. A long draft down the back straight, creating an exciting racing. All little lockups there.
What a fantastic race that was. There's they will head back into pit lane. We got Stephen down in the lane.
Yeah, we have actually. You know the good thing about this one, guys like Marco Braid, who finished first, already got his helmet off. That's the great thing. Congratulations, buddy. I know you're a bit of a local ledge around here, but gee, that was fun.
Hey, yeah, that was an awesome race actually. Coming from 8th position, having to try and find the way up to the front, there was really no moment where we were out of the pack just then. So yeah, absolutely great race. Enjoyed it.
I know Andrew Wade is fizzing about this, and we look forward to the race later on today. Justin Allen can't get enough of racing. His nap rider part's 86, and he's popped into this 84 MX-5. Do you feel like you just had to do this, right?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's the home round anyway for the Super Sprint, so like, it's nice to have a car. It was a great race, God, nose to tail all day. It's like 86s, but a little bit slower.
Yeah, I know, mate. You at one stage you were 4 wide going to the first turn.
That was great, eh? That's showbiz, isn't it? So no, no, it was a great race. It's good to race against these guys again. It's where I started, so it's nice to come back.
Did you have some gear shifting problems at one stage?
Oh, I missed a gear or two. I won't deny that. But hey, it's good fun at the end of the day.
I bet you had gagging to get back to the 86, eh?
It's all practice. It's all practice makes perfect.
Oh, mate, you're all about the show. Where's Nick Cummings? Where's Nick Cummings? Come over here, buddy. Congratulations, by the way. You with? Sorry, Tony. Sorry about that. I left Tony, my cameraman, behind. He does all the hard work. Okay, Nick, congratulations. I put my phone away so I remember everybody's name. There's your sticker.
Thank you.
That says you came first. But the most important thing, the chocolate fish. How many of these have you won?
No, this is only my second one actually. I'm pretty new to the motorsport or the car racing. So,
Really?
Yeah, I think I've done one full season, a couple other meetings, but that's about it.
So what got you into this?
Just I guess the cheap cost of these cars. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I like racing. I used to do bikes and stuff, but I was no good at it. So tried 4 wheels, and this was the kind of the best.
Yeah, okay. So you make a good point here, right? So you talk about the cost of making it affordable. So you've got to put the frames and the whole 9 yards. I mean, talk to me about this. I mean, what does it cost to put a car
To
together?
be honest, that was I just bought that off someone. It came $8 with a trailer. So all I've done is throw some tyres in it and some suspension, and that's it. Yeah. So
Now, I've got to ask this question because I think Geordie Peters was saying that some of these cars have like 160 on the clock. How many?
yeah. So mine's done 170, and those tyres I think are about three seasons old now. So
What 3 seasons old?
yeah. So I think I've probably done about, I don't know.
Can we just have a look at the tread on these things?
Yeah, please.
Come on, you point because I'm the dummy here. You're the smart one. Look at this, Tony. Look. So what? Talk to me about it.
Yeah, so these Hancocks are just epic for durability and even in the wet. So I've yet to have to change tyres. So just keep going until they fail me.
Okay, so I was going to ask a question, but you've said that you've got a trailer as well, so you don't drive to the races.
What's that? Sorry? Yeah, trailer. Yeah, no, you probably could. Some of them are probably road legal, but yeah, not this one. This is a bit light.
So this satisfies all you need. Your motor race, it's cheap to do, and you have a whole heap of fun. 4 wide going to turn 1. What was going on there?
And that's sometimes 5 wide. So that's the best thing about this class is, 4 or 5 of us could have won on there. Really, it's just down to luck sometimes.
Mate, congratulations for putting on a show. By the way, you've got 1 more to go.
Yes, one more. I'm not too sure what's going to happen with, I think, did Justin finish second? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure. We've got a first and second each, so I'm not too sure. I think the grid goes off that, but I'll be on the front row, hopefully.
Mate, he's competitive. He's competitive. Don't worry about that. He is very competitive.
Yeah.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
How about that? Fun in the sun here at Circuit Chris Amon. Nick Cummings wins the chocolate fish in the MX-5 racing, and there's more racing to come.